Hi guys, and welcome back to a brand new piercing reaction video. Okay, so this one is really exciting because a couple videos ago, well, the last reaction video, I asked for your piercing stories. So you guys filled the comment sections up with your own piercing horror stories, and I'm gonna react to them today. So let's get straight into your piercing horror stories. Oh my god. I have two stretch low piercings in each ear, 28mm and 14mm, one above the other both sides. Oh, that's cool. She got like double ones. That's awesome. I just suddenly realized this is a horror story, so now I'm wondering where the hell it's gonna go. People always comment on them because it's unusual, but one time a drunk dude stuck his finger through the bigger tunnel in the right ear and got stuck in the silicone tunnel and tugged his finger free again, tearing my earlobe up in the process. Oh my god. Oh, why was he putting his finger through your hole? Why was he I'm a child. Why was he putting his finger through your I ended up getting a gnarly cellitis infection that ate most of the soft tissue at the bottom of my lobe and had to be on a 3-round of antibiotics plus 2 different types of painkillers. They then went on to say after 5 years later their ear is still damaged. I honestly, again, I want to know, why was his finger in your hole? I love big earlobes. I think they look really cool. If you've got the patience, if you've got the time to be able to stretch it and the dedication to do that and keep it nice and healthy, good for you. But the risk of getting it ripped terrifies me. Like, it gives me so much anxiety to think about having an earlobe so big that it could rip out. No! Like, that must be so painful. Piercing horror story from me. Got almost every on-trend piercing over the years. Worst moment happened to me when I was 14. I went to my local beauty supply store and got 8 ear piercings in one day. 8 ear piercings. 8? I've had 2 in one day and thought that was too many. So let alone 8. That is insanity. Done by a gun. You had 8 piercings in one day with a piercing gun. My tragus rejected a few weeks later, leaving a slight bump of skin hanging, which I had to use my hair to cover it. It was so icky and pus was leaking all over because 14-year-old me knew how to clean it with rubbing alcohol, and that shit hurt. All of the gun piercings never really healed properly, and I was in a whirlwind of pain. And oh my gosh, to have them all done in the same day with a piercing gun, that is absolutely horrendous. I'd be very interested to know, actually, was there any cleaning of the gun in between piercings, or did they use those ones that are like disposable ones, like 8 different ones? Like, what was the story behind that? I'd love to know. While on vacation, I was looking to get a new piercing. It was just a second lobe piercing, nothing crazy. I look fairly normal because I am young, other than my industrial engagers, but I know a ton about piercings and tattoos because that's what I want to do with my life. So I went to a tattoo shop off the boardwalk, and the person who was going to do it, a licensed professional, told me that they were doing it with a gun. Are you kidding me? If I ever went into a place and they said to me, I'm gonna do it with a gun, I would be like, I'm ringing some kind of professional or something. Like, they were professional. I would be ringing some kind of person to be like, we are taking legal action against you. Like, no. This is just gonna become a piercing gun horror story video, isn't it? So not only were they going to pierce me with a dirty gun and shatter my cartilage, they were going to charge more than I paid for my industrial. Places like this exist, and it's really scary. It's actually terrifying that you think you're going to someone who's amazing. Like, if you want to get something done, you need to plan it. Do not just go on a whim and be like, I'm gonna get this done now and just go to this place. You need to research. When I was 15, almost 16, I went to get my industrial pierce. My usual piercer wasn't there, but the place supposedly had great piercers all the time, so I didn't feel that alarmed with going with another dude there. But hell, I should have. Where is this story gonna go? So my friend came with me to get a second pair of earrings in her lobes, but she was super nervous, so I went first. Anyways, I go in and the guy pierced my industrial, but one side like really hurt when he put the bar in. At first I thought, hey, maybe I'm just being a wuss, but I looked down at the table where the needles were, and bitch used one tiny ass 1.2mm needle. No. Sorry, I just read the rest of that without saying it. Bitch used a 1.2mm needle thick for a 2mm bar, and it ripped his ear. Oh my god. Oh. I'm actually terrified now because the stupid thing is I'm saying to you guys, go to these people, and all I'm hearing is they're not doing their jobs right. I'm watching piercings going wrong. Now these people are putting bars in that are too thick for the needle. Like, I can't. What is with people? Why can't people just accept if they can't do something, they don't do it? I don't understand what this notion is of like, I have to have pride, so I can't, you know, admit that I'm not a good piercer, or, you know, I don't know what I'm doing, or I've made a mistake. Like, just... I love at first you thought you were being a wuss. Like, you were like, well, it couldn't possibly be the piercer. No, I'm being a wuss. I went to a local piercing shop in the mall to get my 3rd holes done, which was my first mistake. Yes, do not go to a shopping centre or a mall or a thing like that. You go to a piercing studio. Do not go to these malls or Claire's Accessories. Then when I was ready to get pierced, he didn't let me... This is the police coming to arrest these horrendous piercers. Then when I was ready to get pierced, he didn't let me pick up my jewellery or anything. That's weird. I have never been to a place where they don't show you what they're gonna pierce you with. They don't, the place where I go now, you go in, they show you the kind of jewellery and you can pick what you want, whether it's a gem or like a normal stud or, you know, what kind of, that's weird that they wouldn't even show you. That's just no. That's a red flag. But then you got pierced in a shopping centre, so what could you expect? So I sat in the chair and he didn't give me warning. He just shoved the needle in my ear. But then he messed up, took it out, and did it in a different spot. No! How could you? He pierced a completely different area from where I wanted, so... Oh God, no! How can you just take it out and just do it again with no warning, no anything, like, and now you've just got 2 piercings. And that means he's pierced it with the same needle. You don't do 2 piercings with the same needle. Or was this a piercing gun? So when he was done shoving the needle in my ear, I asked him what gauge he pierced it in with so I could buy some jewellery. And he said he didn't know! Who is this person? Who is this person that's got a job but they don't? Are you serious? He didn't tell me any of the cleaning instructions or how long it takes to heal. I later found out that he pierced me with 2 different sized needles. I am triggered. So he did use 2 different needles, not the same, but they were different sizes. I can't even. I can't. The fact that he would say, I don't know what gauge I've pierced you with is horrendous. And any body piercer that might watch this video, are you not triggered? Are you not triggered? You don't know what gauge you pierce. Oh my God, I can't. Oh my God, I'm just, I'm sorry. I kind of am just skimming through quickly and this, One of my friends got her nose pierced and the needle went through her nose and into her lip. Not much of a horror story, just funny. Funny! You're a terrible friend. How is that funny? So they pierced the lip, nose, and it went down into her lip. Kind of. I mean, I'm laughing, so I guess I'm not, you know, I can't even talk, I'm triggered. When I got my belly button pierced, I actually had my brother's girlfriend do it for me. She actually had done my septum and my vertical labret with no problem and they were healing just fine. I went to lay down for her to mark on my navel where she wanted to pierce, and after she did that, she told me to stand up. That's when I kind of knew it was gonna go wrong, because aren't you supposed to lay down when you get your navel pierced? Yeah, I laid right down on my back, like there was no standing up. I laid down when I had my belly button pierced, and that's what I think and I'm pretty sure that's how you're gonna do it. Anyway, I stood up and I swear she pierced part of my stomach muscle. Oh my God, no, no. I don't ever want to continue reading. Oh my God, I feel sick. It's because I'm visualizing piercing and it's I was just standing there with a little needle in this fleshy part of my belly button for at least 2 minutes because she dropped the jewellery and couldn't find it. She dropped, oh my God. So now you're gonna, please don't tell me you put that jewellery in your stomach after she dropped it. She then goes on to say that she doesn't have the piercing anymore because it would not heal. That is horrendous. Like, that is horrendous. That is literally... I couldn't, like, no, standing up to get your belly button pierced just seems weird. Maybe I'm just naive to that, but that just seems like horrendous. When I was 4 years old, I went to get my first earlobes pierced, as many do. I can't remember much, but my parents told me the story. Apparently, I was full of excitement to get my ears pierced, but was also very nervous. When the lady went to pierce my ear, I suddenly had second thoughts and shook my ear. I don't know if I want to know what happened to a 4-year-old kid. I'm a bit... I suddenly had second thoughts and shook my head right when the lady had pierced my ear. The piercing had gone through, but the actual hole was just holding on to the bottom of my earlobe. The earring was almost ripped out my ear, and I had to take the earrings out and got them re-pierced when I was 6, no problem. No, maybe this is a controversial thing to say, maybe it's not, but I don't agree with kids that young getting piercings. I just don't think it's a good idea when you're 4 or 5 years old to get earlobe piercing. Like, I think you should wait until you're maybe like 10 before you start getting earlobe piercings or anything like that. I got my earlobe done when I was 5 years old, and like, yeah, fair enough. You know, it was fine. Nothing really was wrong. But I just don't think kids that young should be getting piercings. I just don't think it's right. So I'm going to be creating a little mini series within these reactions where I react to your piercing horror stories. So please, please, please give me loads more horror stories down below. I'm actually going to keep this video here and like actually keep like looking through them like afterwards and actually do like other videos with these as well. So don't think your stories have been wasted. A massive shout out to New Room Shroom and Jessica Scott, who's become my 2 new Patreons. Thank you so much for coming to Patreon. We start updating the page very soon, so make sure if you want to go on Patreon and help me out and stuff, there's a link down below as well. And I've got new merch out as well. I've got this over for the heteros, so my brand new unicorn merch, which is really exciting, so make sure you do get that if you do want. All the links for everything is down below, and there will be some end screen cards now. I love you, like, love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. Be fast, amazing, me gay, be everything you want to be, and don't any bitch that they take on for you, because you are flawless. Yes! Bye!